A new charity aiming to support musically gifted young Londoners whose families can't afford instruments and lessons has been launched in the capital. The Greenwich Music Trust plans to support talented but disadvantaged children and young people. Maggie Croxford is the group's secretary and pleased to say joins London Live News this lunchtime. Very good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Tell us how you're helping young musicians in this way.
Well, as you said, Reya, we are raising funds to provide scholarships for children and young people who are talented musically, but who cannot afford, their families cannot afford one-to-one tuition. So our major thrust is to raise funds so that we can pay for scholarships, and these young people can then have one-to-one lessons at our music centres or, if more appropriate, at their schools.
How big a problem is this? How many young people are there out there in the capital that want to get into some sort of music genre but struggle just because of the funds?
I think there are a lot. I think there are many. We will be identifying them. We've already identified 4 Year 7 pupils in our schools in Greenwich. They're really, really excited about the opportunity they're going to get. And I think there are many, but because we work very closely with the Greenwich Music Hub, the Royal Greenwich Music Hub, they will be identifying these pupils for us.
What do you hope the long-term impact of this will be for these young people's lives?
I think it will transform some young people's lives. I mean, we heard at our launch last week at the Blackheath Halls from Alan Davey, controller of Radio 3, and Dr. Claire Merra-Nelson, who is head of music at Trinity Laban, about the way that music had transformed their lives. And Claire spoke very movingly, as did Alan, about the fact that from humble beginnings, they have, through music, they've ended up where they are. So I think, music can be such a powerful force in people's lives.
How much does it, I don't know if surprise or frustrate is the right word, but how much does it come as a shock to you? There are young people in the capital today who want to pursue a career in music, for example, but can't purely due to financial reasons.
Well, yes, it's very concerning, and that's exactly why the Trust was set up. That's the one thing that the Hub cannot do. There is some funding available through the Mayor's Fund, and at our launch last week, we had performers there who were benefiting from that funding, but there isn't sufficient. So that's why we are trying in every way we can to raise these funds.
When you consider the competitiveness of the jobs industry for young people, people growing up in London now, is music a viable career choice? Is it something young people should be aspiring to do?
I think they should, but it's not only that we want to raise funds so they can have lessons, so they can have a career in music. I mean, music is a wonderful transforming influence on young people's lives in many, many ways. So it's, we're not aiming to turn all these young people into professionals, but we want to bring the joy and the richness of this experience to their lives.
And for people wanting to find out more, how can they?
Visit our website, www.greenwichmusictrust.org, and you will see on there how you can help us and support us. We've had fantastic response from local businesses giving us musical instruments, from people offering their time, people offering to provide tuition, and Blackheath Halls hosted our launch event free. So there's lots of different ways in which people can help.